Here there are three problems from this section. The first one is talking about the inverse functions and one-to-one functions. Again, more information. Please go through the readings and make sure you understand it. A function can have an inverse only if it's a one-to-one function. Therefore, if it is a one-to-one function and if it has an inverse, then the domain of the inverse function will be the range of the function, and the range of the inverse function will be the domain of the function. And it's also said that if a function, let me zoom this in. Let f be a one-to-one function with the domain A and range B, the inverse function f inverse satisfies the following properties. So f inverse of f of x is equal to x for every x in A, and f of f inverse of x equals x for every x in B. So with this condition, I can say even without doing much work, even though they gave me the table, the value of this, the answer to this problem is going to be 6, because f inverse of 6 would be, the value for f of x, and then if I go back, since the domain and the range switches, the final answer is 6. Okay, and for the next one, here I'm composing three functions, f, g, and h. Again, the meaning of this is f composed with g of h of x. Okay, so first I'm going to do what f composed with g is, okay, and then whatever I get, I'm going to compose it with h. So f composed with g is f of g of x, which is equal to f of g of x is square root of x. Therefore, it's going to be square root of x minus 2. Now this function, I'm going to compose it again with h of x. Okay, so I'm going to go f composed with g composed with h. So since f composed with g is square root of x minus 2, now this is going to be square root of, in the place of x, I have to put x minus 2. So it will be x minus 2, and this minus 2 is outside. And this should be the final answer. Square root of x minus 2 minus 2. Okay. Now the last one here in this section is going backwards. Like say they gave you the composed function. They want you to write it back, but express the function f in the form of f composed with g. Use non-identity functions. So what that means is they don't want you to use f of x equals x in here. Instead, they want you to use, identity function is like y equals x is an identity function. But because it says here to use non-identity function, I will have to make sure that I'm just picking a functions that's either linear. So when I see here, I see an inside function, like say, I can call it g of x, an inside function I'm seeing as x minus 8, and outside function I'm seeing as x to the power of 7. So if you see, if I'm composing f composed with g, it's f of g of x, right? So this is x minus 8 to the power of 7. So this works. Therefore, f of x is x to the 7, comma, g of x is x minus 8.